one of those things that that I'm not real keen on in Ochitil and Serendipity Beach is the music, you know, because all these places are being run by foreigners. Some reason they want to, you know, like I actually want to go up and explain to them, you know, people spend a lot of money to come to the beach, and they want the ambiance of the beach, but they seem to want to play all this music and play it loud in all the bars and everything, and that's all this is restaurants and bars. So you get this music playing all the time. And you know, I wanted to explain to them, you know, people pay a lot of money to come here, you know, it's like they come to the beach. Well, this morning was took the cake. It's a rainy day, it's overcast, so this morning it was sort of dark, and in the morning and rain was falling, and I'm right at the beach, so I can hear the sound of water, and all of a sudden I hear all this at 8 a.m. There's techno music going off, and I'm like, God, where the heck is that coming from? Well, I don't know if you remember the first day that I arrived. It was in the late afternoon, and I went out on a pier to have a beer at happy hour or whatever, and I said I couldn't stay because of the music. Well, that's who was playing the music. Now they're all the way out on the end of the pier, and of course it's run by a foreigner. I shouldn't say of course, but it is run by a foreigner. And this is how far it is. My guest house is way, way down there towards the end of the beach, and I could hear this. And so it wasn't cool. And, you know, it sort of reminds me of, you know, when I'm back in the West, you know, people used to bring boom boxes to the beach and stuff, and it always confused me why they come to the beach and bring the ambiance that they could have in their house with them. You know, and then nowadays you notice that as well. People in really nice situations or whatever, and they get their earplugs in and they're listening to their music to keep that ambiance or those distractions going that they like, instead of enjoying the natural environment. And it seems to be now that we have these devices that we can carry around with us all the time, we're doing this more and more. You know, we're not really in the moment or in our own surroundings and the natural surroundings, but we're inside our head with our devices. Anyway, that's what I woke up to. Techno. Yay. So, nice overcast rainy day. Cool. I like the mornings here. People wake up late because of the bar activity, and so it's nice and quiet in the morning, most of the time. Good morning! Another morning in Sihanoukville, having my noodle soup for breakfast. Noodle soup for breakfast. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you come over to any Southeast Asian or Buddhist country is the use of incense when they, in the mornings when they sort of pray, and everybody has a shrine and they use incense. Well, some places are really, really into it, and so I'm in a place today that reminded me that I should mention this to people because some people have allergies and stuff like that. So this place actually has incense burning everywhere in the morning, a lot of it. So I just wanted to mention this to people that have allergies that might be affected by the incense, you know. So here you can see in this little plant container, we have some incense burning. And if you look out here, these two, both of those have incense burning in them as well. At the corner of the desk, there's a whole bunch of incense burning. And then if we go over here, we've got this incense burning. And then, of course, we got the shrine with the super incense holder and the big super incense sticks burning. I forgot to mention the fish shrine with the incense burning. Hey, there's one more I don't want to miss. Another planter with the incense burning. So there you go. If smoke affects you a lot and you have allergies or something, this is something to keep in mind. And they usually only do this in the mornings when they open a business or when the people wake up. So after an hour or two, you'll be good to go. Before that, take some allergy medicine or wear a mask. Anyway, but it's great, you know, it's prayer, and if you're into incense, it's not like the incense you're used to back home. It's not like Indian sandalwood incense or something. This is a different smell. But anyway, I can't put smell on video, so I have to take my word for it. Anyway, I'm going to eat my noodle soup, and not sure what the plan is for today. It's a rainy day. Alright, so if you're near, Ochetil Beach, and you want to come stay for more than a month, and you're looking for a place to stay, here's a brand new building called, how do you say it? Pachampe Guest House. Brand new building, check this out. Very nice. I'll show you the room in a minute. You got swimming pool. You're within walking distance of the beach. The beach is almost, you know, what, 100 meters, 200 meters to the beach?
5 minutes for walk.
How far? 5 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes to walk to the beach. Now, another thing that's a problem in a lot of places here is the power outages, and they have a generator here so that you don't lose power. So that's good. And so it's someplace to check out that if you want to stay more than a month. I'll show you the room now and see what you get for $600 a month. So let me show you what you get for $600 a month. You get a living room with some real nice hardwood furniture, a refrigerator, a flat screen TV. You get a kitchen area which you can actually cook if you buy a little stove. You get a bedroom with 2 double beds, a little desk so you can do your work, a cabinet for your clothes, air conditioning in your room, and you have hot water for your shower and a bathtub. Yay! So this is what you get for $600 a month. It's a good deal if you want to stay for a long time by the beach. This is a great place to check out. Hey, just wanted to let you know, I've been waiting for a guy to show me an apartment he rents in Sihanoukville for $100 a month. He says it's got air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and $100 a month. I said, well, that's amazing. Well, he hasn't come down to show me the apartment, so I had to go scouting around for myself. So see this building behind me? I just checked out rooms in there, and guess how much? $100 a month. High ceilings, nice bed, little kitchen area, bathroom, air conditioning, everything, $100 a month. Nice building, huh? Very nice. The only thing it didn't have was internet connection. But other people have told me, I've talked to a few people now, that $100, $120 a month, you can get a place here that has air conditioning and Wi-Fi. So there you go. If you want to live down at the beach, it's category 1 for sure. You know, a lot of times you're going to hear me harping on the same thing over and over, and you can go, well, why is he saying that stuff again? Well, there's certain things that I need to emphasize and reiterate all the time if you're thinking about becoming a ripper, a retiree in paradise. And you're going to live in a Southeast Asian country or Latin country, it doesn't matter where. There's certain skill sets and belief systems you have to endure and survive, because it's a big change. There's no doubt. This is a big change in people's lives. So one of those things, and I talked about it recently, and I'm thinking about this as I sit on my little balcony here, or my little porch of my bungalow, with my view of the water, my $10 bungalow, and one of these things just came up recently, so I thought I'd share them with you. Right now, there's a radio show going on Blog Talk Radio, and it's retirecheap.tv. And we decided we were going to do a 1-hour weekly radio show. But I'm in Cambodia, in Sihanoukville, at the beach. And I've been here for, I don't know, about 2 weeks now. And I've encountered blotchy internet service and frequent power outages. Now, somebody attributed the frequent power outages that they're putting in new power lines. And so these are why we're getting these outages. I'm not sure. But there's an indication that that's not the case, because a lot of buildings and businesses have generators to generate power. So there's a clue for you right there, right? So anyway, the show is going to go on my time, Monday morning, Sunday Eastern Standard Time. And so Sunday afternoon and evening, I start thinking about this and going, this is a live show. What's going to happen if, something I lose the internet connection, I don't have a strong phone signal, something like this. We need to have a backup plan, plan B. So I went ahead and sat down and recorded a show and uploaded it to our interface for Blog Talk Radio. And so it rolled around today, Monday morning. I'm supposed to be doing the show. And I call into the great lady who's helping me produce the show, Alea, and she's in Hawaii. So I call up and I say, let's test out my phone connection, because I'm going to be talking by phone, right? And it was okay. There was a delay. I cut out a few times. It might have been workable, might have been doable. And I had to make a decision. The show was going live in about 10 minutes. I'd already uploaded the pre-recorded show, and there was just something, that inner voice saying, don't take any chances, go with the recorded show. So I told Alea, I said, okay, we're going to go with the recorded show. Please let people know that, I'm at the beach, and, we have spotty internet and stuff like that, and we're going to do a pre-recorded show. So that's what I did. So, but I said, I'll listen in, and maybe I'll be able to chat and call in. I'm not sure. So anyway, guess what? 2 minutes into the show. Check this out. 2 minutes. I'm listening to. She wasn't even through the intro yet. And check this out. Now, this is my $10 bungalow here. Check this out. Okay, here's the room. Here's the light switch. There's the light. Guess what? No power. The power went off 2 minutes into the show. So 2 minutes into the show, power went out. And I got a big shitty grin on my face going, wow, good thing I listened to that little voice, That little voice saved me by going with the pre-recorded show. Now, she probably would have been aware enough that when I lost the power and disappeared, if I had been doing it live, she would have probably had enough savvy to kick in the pre-recorded show. But if it had been more than 5 minutes or so, then it wouldn't have fit within the time slot, so it would have been a big challenge. So that was listening to the inner voice, and it actually worked. And so I'm really happy about that. And so hopefully next week I'm going to be, I know next week I'll be in a place with better internet and be able to do the show live. And so that's the intention, is to have a live radio show. And coming from all these cool locations, but this one was so cool, it's so cool that we have no power. So anyway, that was one thing. And so the point of that is, that if you're going to come over and you're going to live someplace like Cambodia or Thailand or Vietnam or any place like that, or Latin American countries, things don't run on the same schedules, or and you don't have that same certainty about a lot of things. And you're going to need to adapt. And one of the ways to adapt is by listening to your voices. and say, okay, is this a good time to go out? Is this a bad time to go out? Is this something that I should be eating? You know, maybe I just don't have a good feeling about eating this. Don't eat it. And I've said this before, but this really bears repeating. If you logically try and think it out, you're going to try and logically fit it into what you want to happen. But if you actually sit back and listen to your inner voice is going to guide you and say, you know, maybe even though you want to do something, it's not a good thing to do, or vice versa. And so listening to that inner voice is really, really important. And so it saved me today. You know, the show's going on right now. I can't listen to it. I can't call in. I can't do anything. 2 minutes into the show, power went out. I just went, well, there you go. Now, that was one thing I wanted to mention. And the other thing I want to mention, let's take a walk down by the water, okay? It's actually not raining today, so this is good. I can continue this. The staff's going to go, what's he doing talking to his camera? Anyway, the other thing is a lesson in attachment. Another big thing, you know, that's part of the Buddhism is non-attachment, and it's really important to bear in mind and keep in mind when you're over here, because if you get attached to time schedules and to outcomes and things like that, you're going to face a lot of challenges because things just don't run on your schedule. And so if you're attached to the way you think things should be happening, you're going to encounter a lot of problems. Let me sit this way, see if you can get the view of the water. There you go. So I encountered a situation like that yesterday. It was raining, and I went out on the motorbike, and I have a jacket, a Gore-Tex jacket. Actually, it's North Face Gore-Tex, nice jacket, right? Here, I'm going to sit on the other side, see if the exposure will be a little better on for me. So anyway, Gore-Tex jacket. Yeah, that's better. So it's a Gore-Tex jacket. And I'm wearing this thing, cruising around on the motorbike, and it stopped raining. And I needed to do some videos, so I did some video, took the jacket off, did the videos I needed to do. And when it came time to getting back on the bike, I didn't want to put the jacket back on. So I folded it up and sat it, put it underneath me while I sat on the seat. Now, as I'm going down the road, about 5 minutes later, I hear this funny noise, like something popped up from the road and hit the bike. Well, what the sound was my jacket falling off, and the little clips for pulling things tight and stuff like that hit up against the motorbike and made this sound. And it was an unusual sound. It was my intuition. I didn't listen to my intuition then, because I heard that sound. It was, that's not right. That's not a normal sound. And so I didn't pay attention to the intuition, and that was something I should have done. Anyway, if I turned around and looked, I would have seen the jacket fall off. Well, it fell off. It wasn't until 15 minutes later I noticed that it wasn't there, and I'm like, oh no. Of course, I went back, drove the road, and some poor Cambodian has a really nice Gore-Tex jacket now. Now, how did I feel about that? Well, this is this non-attachment thing. If you get too attached to possessions, which if you're going to come live over here, you're going to have to give up a lot of them, you're going to start learning that non-attachment. You get non-attached to time schedules. You're going to become, and so you can't let this stuff bother you. So, would I have preferred not to lose my jacket? Sure, I would have preferred it. I like that jacket. It's been with me for a while. And so, it wasn't a good thing to lose it, but it's also that lesson in non-attachment, to let it go. I can always get another jacket, and maybe somebody really needed it, or they're going to be able to sell it to somebody and make some money that they needed, who knows. But anyway, that'll happen for a reason, so I'm not attached to it. I'll get another one. So non-attachment and listening to your intuition are two of the lessons I wanted to reiterate for you all if you're going to come try and pull this off. Those two things are going to help you out a lot. So, from Cambodia, I just wanted to give you that little insight, a little tip. And it doesn't even go for living; it goes for traveling in these countries as well. Buses break down; they don't show up on time. just everything happens. Power goes out. So anyway, I hope it's been helpful. Hope you've enjoyed the scenery here at Sihanoukville in Cambodia. And from Cambodia, this is JC saying that when it comes to reacting to situations, there's always an option. JC out. Hello. 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 Hello.
Say hello.
Say hello. All right. Later. Hey, JC here for my last report from the beach at Sihanoukville. Headed back to the capital. It's been interesting being in here at this part of the country. I enjoy the water, I enjoy the beach, but some of the ambiance is not so good. If I rated Sihanoukville from a 1 to 10 from my standpoint, and I know people will disagree with this because they have different values and different needs, but from my point of view, I rated about a 6 on a 1 to 10. And the reason is because, first of all, it doesn't have a lot of the Cambodian ambiance because there's so many foreigners and so many foreigners operating businesses. No thank you. You get hawked constantly for stuff, just all the time, one after the other, coming up and down the beaches. Now, that's usually in Ochitil Beach and Serendipity Beach. If you get to Otris Beach, it's not like that. Some of the other beaches are better. The infrastructure leaves a lot to be desired. Power outages are common. If you come over here, make sure you stay in a guest house that has a generator. Now I went around and I found many places you can stay for $100, even $95 if you don't need air conditioner, that has a generator and free Wi-Fi. So if you're on a budget, this is definitely a place to consider. Just make sure that you have a generator so at the place that you're staying, so you have power all the time, because power outages are common, and this was a big problem for me because I need to do work, send these videos up to you and all. So I need real stable infrastructure, and that's not here. I can see if you spend time away from the tourist areas that it could be a really nice place to hang out. Just the tourist areas are, it seems like the foreigners bring their distractions with them. They can't sit and listen to the water or the sound of the rain. They got to always have loud music blaring and stuff like that, which isn't my cup of tea, but other people might like it. So I will definitely be back to check out some more places at the beaches here. Cambodia is a great place to retire or just hang out if you don't have the money to comply to Thailand's requirements. So I'll be back for sure, and I love the beach, so I'll be back to find some better places that are more my style of living. Get away from the tourist areas. Same thing happened when I went to Bali. Beautiful places in Bali, but I spent too much time around the tourist areas. But if you want to come here and you want the infrastructure of the bars, the cheap restaurants that you can find here, cheap happy hours, and you want company, foreign company, hang out with people that are foreigners, this is the place to be, Sihanoukville. So anyway, I'm headed back to the capital, and I'll report back when I get there. All right, JC out. Hey, JC here again for retirecheap.asia. Back in Phnom Penh, and got a couple days to kill, so I'm going to do some more research for you all. For you rippers and that are thinking about Cambodia, because Cambodia is so easy to get a visa for long term. If you don't comply, let's see what else we can do. Well, I just had an iced coffee, and I actually had it in a place that I thought would be cheaper, maybe a Category 1 budget could afford fresh coffee. So I'm in Caltech's gas station, and they have a coffee shop inside called Coffee Plus. So there's a coffee shop in the gas station, and I got an iced mocha. For you all that watch my videos, you know I like iced coffee. Iced mocha, and a large one was $1.80 for a large iced mocha. Now, just so happens that across the street, let's see if we can get that, across the street is the Suzuki dealer. All right? Suzuki's across the street. So I popped in there to see about what it would cost to get a brand new Suzuki motorcycle compared with, Thailand. Thailand, it's about 46,000 baht, which, let's see, that would be about $1,200, I guess. Over here, they've got a 110cc for $1,500. Okay? And the $1,500, like I said, is a 110, and it's a shift. It's a semi-automatic. In other words, there's no clutch, but you do have to shift through the gears with a foot pedal, with a foot shifter. Okay? Now, if you go from 110cc to 125cc, it's going to cost you an extra $20. That's going to break the bank, right? So an extra $20 if you want to get a 125. Now, if you want an automatic where you don't have to shift at all, then there's not going to be any pedals. They're going to be just 2 hand brakes, and it's only 110cc, though, but it's only $1,400. So just wanted to get some comparison prices for motorcycles if you're going to hang out here and you wanted to buy your own bike. I asked them, what about a foreigner buying a bike? They said, no problem, just bring your passport. So I'm telling you, Cambodia is Farang friendly. Now, some people take offense to the word Farang in Thailand. Well, here they use the word Barang with a B instead of an F. So, pretty similar, huh? Don't let it bother you. It has nothing to do. It's not a personal attack. It's just it's like us saying Asian people, Oh, Asian, if they don't get mad at us for saying Asian, so we shouldn't get mad at them for saying Farang, or in Cambodia, Farang. So, those are things. Oh, I also saw an apartment. I looked at another apartment today. And the apartment's 1 bedroom, air conditioning in the bedroom, had a little kitchen area, a bathroom, really nice building. I couldn't show you, I couldn't freak them out by pulling out the camera. $200 a month for the apartment. So $200 is about the cheapest I've seen. The other one I showed you was $200 as well. This one was $200. The other one was actually bigger, a little bit bigger than the one I saw today. But the landlord was really nice, and so I might have to get that apartment so I can hang out longer in Cambodia, bounce back and forth between Thailand and Cambodia, because I know some of the members and some of the people that watch YouTube are going to need Cambodia as an option. I know a lot of people say, yeah, Cambodia, go back to Thailand. I'm hip on Thailand. Chiang Mai. I know that. But that's okay, and I've done a lot of videos, but I need to get more information about Cambodia. It's changed a lot, significantly, since I was here before. Some things for the better. The traffic hasn't improved too much. There's police everywhere. Now, one of the things about the police, you saw me do the videos about me getting stopped for these right-hand turns. But you also saw the videos how crazy it is. People go the wrong way on the road. They go through red lights. They do everything. But don't turn on a red light. And don't drive in the daytime with your headlight on. It's illegal. They will stop you for this. But they won't stop you if you don't have your headlight on at night. Go figure. But anyway, I'm going to come back and find out about getting the Cambodian driver's license, because I heard now when I got my driver's license in Thailand, it said it was good here. But I've done a little more research, and it seems as though it's only good in, I think, Malaysia, Singapore, and Laos, if I'm not mistaken. One of the reasons it's not good in Cambodia anymore is they had a border dispute between Thailand and Cambodia about a border area where there was this ancient temple or something like that. So I think that's still ongoing, so they don't recognize the Thai driver's license. That's why they were giving me a hard time, I guess. Anyway, like I said, I'm here for a few days, and I'm going to pass on some more information, whatever I can dig up for you all, and hope it's been helpful. I'm going to get out of the sun now and get back on the bike and get some air. All right? Till I see you, JC, out. So, it's the last night in... Hey, where are you going? There you are. my bookseller, my book-selling buddy. He's saving up for an iPhone. So it's the last night in Phnom Penh. So I figured I'd take you out on it for a treat. Huh? I don't know. So I figured I'd take you for a treat, okay? We're gonna experience a little bit of the nightlife of Phnom Penh, okay? So let's go check out and have a cocktail. I'll treat you to a cocktail. How's that? All right? Let's see which bar we're gonna go into. How about T-Pub? T-Pub 2. No, I'm not going to get you. T-Pub 2. Excuse me. Hello. Huh? Here, huh?
What do you do?
Ooh. Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Hello. What do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? I want the same thing I always get. Hey, there you go. And? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then okay.
What?
After
Buy you a drink? I just got here. You already want a drink. Okay, yeah. Ginger ale. Yes. Huh? What? Buy you a drink. I guess. Thank you. So we get entertained by the games? Okay. And so you gotta roll the dice. Hold on, don't massage me while I'm doing the camera. So you gotta roll the dice and then you flip over the numbers. And most of the time if you don't win, you don't get anything. But if I'm here, they win, they get $1. Cheap entertainment. Your turn. Huh? I can't hear you. The music's too loud. Okay, so we're going to enjoy our drink here. Play some games. She's praying to win so she can get $1. Don't you have to rub them somewhere too? That's because you didn't rub them. You didn't rub them. Oh, she's not listening to me. So we got the game going on here, they got the game going down there. Sean's not talking to me tonight. She's not talking to me tonight. Oh, there's one more. What number do you need? 5. Okay. Wow. Somebody just died. There you go. See, she got a 5, so she won. Yes. Okay, we're going to enjoy our drink. That's what the nightlife's about in Southeast Asia. Going out to the bar, have a drink, play some games, interact socially, and have some fun. All right? You didn't win, huh? No. You lost. Okay. So. If you keep grabbing me, it's hard to play it's hard to do the camera. Okay, that's it. So anyway, if you're in Phnom Penh, check out T-Pub 2. T-Pub 2. T-Pub 2. They got friendly girls, good drinks, lots of games, lots of fun. Alright, so I'm sure the other patrons in here probably don't want to get videotaped, so out of here. Talk to you in the morning. Hey, JC here again for retirecheap.asia. This is going to be my last video from Cambodia, and so I invited a guest. Hey, how you doing? So I just gave this guy $1 a few minutes ago. I said, you got some water? What'd you get, some food? Good for you. I'm happy you got some food. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, good. You know, sometimes I worry about giving money because I'm not sure if they're going to use it for drinking or whatever. But the guy looked hungry. He can actually speak some English. Where did you learn to speak English?
You speak
you speak a little bit. Yeah.
I just speak Cambodia.
You just speak Cambodia. You do good. You know. I'm glad I could help you out with your food. Very good. So anyway, he's going to hang out. I don't know if you can even see him. Can you see him? Come over here. Can you see my buddy? What's your name?
What's your name?
Yeah.
My name, Mr. Boka.
Boka. Okay. JC.
JC.
Nice to meet you. All right. Go eat your food. Go eat, okay?
Okay.
Go eat. Okay. So this is going to be my last video from Cambodia. So I just want to do a little debrief with you, a synopsis of my feelings about Cambodia. People are very friendly, as you can see. I do hesitate about giving money to everybody. You can't fix the world, and there's a lot of people asking for money. But pick and choose who you give it to. Make sure if you can buy them food, that's great. I wouldn't give the money to some of the little kids. They run right off and give it to the parents, and the parents drink and stuff. So be careful where you're giving your money to. But this has been a great experience. It's been over 5 years since I've been to Cambodia, and it's been really good. The infrastructure and everything has changed a lot. It's going to continue to change a lot. If you need a place to hang out and you don't comply to Thailand's requirements either through age or money or whatever, this is a place really to consider moving to. If you're going to be in town, you don't have to worry about power outages. If you're out by the beaches, power outages are a problem now. I'm sure they'll correct this in the near future. Renting the motorbike is going to cost you about $5 a day. But if you're worried about giving up your passport when you rent the motorbike, you can take the moto. The moto is about, you can get it for $1. You can get it about anywhere in the city. If you want a tuk-tuk, it's going to probably cost you $1.50, $2. Then you don't have to worry about the traffic and giving up your passport. People are really friendly, like I said. The food's okay. Compared to Thai food, it's a little bit bland. But hey, if you don't want to eat rice every meal, this is a place for you. There's so much foreign food here. Foreigners own businesses, run businesses. If you want to run a business or own a business, you don't want to, sit and relax and do something online or whatever, this is a place for you. Easy to start a business. Remember, for less than $300, you get a 1-year business visa and you can actually work. So it's something to keep in mind. It's been a great trip. I need to get back over here. I'll be back over before 6 months, probably, because for our membership site, I need to show them how to get driver's licenses and the details of living over here, opening bank accounts and things like that. So I will be back. It's been a great experience. I've also been able to step into the shoes of what it's like for you all to come over for the first time to Thailand or Cambodia, because I don't speak the language. It was interesting using the U.S. dollar for currency again. Now, I used to, when I moved to Thailand, be converting the Thai baht into U.S. dollars. Here I'm using the Thai dollars, the U.S. dollars, and converting it to Thai baht to see how much it's costing me in comparison to Thailand. So that was interesting. The language was interesting. Driving on the opposite side of the road, we're driving on the right side over here, which is the same as in North America. So all these things were different for me and allowed me to step back into you all's shoes, and so that was really good. The noise and everything, my microphone cuts out 70% of the noise. It's not coming from the microphone, it's not coming from the camera. This is a very more of a directional microphone, so when you hear all the noises in the background, I leave those in there, and I don't want a microphone that's going to cut them all out, because that's something you're going to have to contend with when you live over here, if you move over here. So remember, I try and keep everything real for you. All the ambiance and everything.
Okay, speak English.
All right? And so this is my friend and I signing off from Cambodia. Remember, when it comes to living in Southeast Asia, there's always an option. So for JC and my new buddy, we're out of here. See you back in Thailand. Good thing I'm not in a hurry to get to the airport. Well, I've got my boarding pass and we're just waiting on my flight. So just wanted to pass on a couple closing notes to you before I get on the plane and head back to Thailand. And that is that you used to have to pay a $25 international departure tax before you left the country. And that was payable as soon as you passed through, after you got your boarding pass and checked in before you went through immigration, you had to pay this $25. Now it's included in your ticket, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because a lot of people were buying souvenirs and stuff, spending all the money, and then all of a sudden they get here and they couldn't leave. They had no money for departure tax. So now it's included in the ticket, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Also, I wanted to mention something. I did a video before about how happy I was about Bangkok Airways. That they had all these perks. It was easy to buy the flight online. They gave you free complimentary access to their lounge, even for domestic flights. They gave you food on the plane. All these great things, all these great perks for free. Well, I'm flying another airline this time, and it's supposedly winning all these awards and everything, but I got to tell you, I don't see it. I went to buy the ticket online, and it seems like it's a cheap flight until you start, you got to click to the next page, and so everything is an add-on. If you wanted to not sit in a sardine seat, you had to pay extra. If you wanted more than a toiletry bag to carry on, you had to pay. Unless you're traveling just with your underwear, you're paying. Everything was an add-on. Everything. I think even if you wanted to get the, if there's an emergency and the oxygen drops from the ceiling, I think that was like $25 or something. The life vest, I think, was an extra $100 or something if you land in the water, have a water landing thing. So I wanted to mention this. You ever had one of those grrr moments where you just grit your teeth and go, grrr? Well, I'm having one. Told you about this airline, right? Well, check this out. my legs in the seat. They got these seats shoved together so close to get the extra money that there's no leg room. So, and I thought there were TV sets in the backs of the seats underneath the tray tables. No. There are places where they can put advertisements, so you can stare at an advertisement like this the whole flight. Great, huh? And there's actually empty exit row seats. Nobody's in them. But would they move me to one? I told them I can't even put my legs in. No, not unless you want to pay. Maybe they're leaving them open in case some pissed off passenger wants to pay the extra money during the flight. I'm not sure. But anyway. Another thing, they're going to, October 1st, they're going to stop flying into Sihanoukville International Airport. They're going to start flying into Don Muang. So if you have a connecting flight, you're going to have to transfer from the old airport to the new airport. Hey, well, guess what? I'm in terra firma. I've never been so happy to be off a flight. That could have been one of the worst flights I've ever been on. So, and it was an international flight. Get this. Halfway through the flight, I said, listen, I'm really thirsty. Can I have some water, please? They said, not unless you're going to buy it. Oh, my God. Now, I'm not going to mention the name of the airline, like I said. But, hey, I hope they know when it comes to flying and picking an airline, there's always an option.